Hello everyone, this is Quick Kitchen Tips with Matthew. Today we're going to be doing a tomato basil cornbread. I was just thinking this, I've actually got a soup in progress. I'm doing two videos at once. And I was thinking this would go real good with this soup. I'm doing a 4-bean soup. I just knew I had some tomatoes I need to get rid of and some basil in the garden. I had to go get some milk. I went and got skim milk, but I'm using sour cream because buttermilk I don't really drink and I don't use that much. So I opted for the skim milk because that's what I drink when I do drink milk, try to. And the sour cream will help give that buttermilk flavor to it. Alright, so we're gonna, I've already got some of this stuff measured out. I eyeballed it, then I sort of measured it. There's 1 cup. Two cups of cornmeal is what I got here. So then I've got, I'll go ahead and write that down. I don't want to need no more than that. Okay, so then I've got basically a 1/4 cup of minced onion, tablespoon of fresh basil out of the garden, 3 cloves of fresh garlic. I've got a cup of shredded mozzarella right here. I've got a half a stick of butter. I got to write that down. I don't think I wrote that down. Half stick. You can use margarine if you want. It's just not. It's not the same. So now I've got me 1 medium tomato. This one came out of my garden. So this is one that I grew. I'm gonna cut that little top off. You can add that if you want, but I'm gonna give that to my chickens, and I'm gonna cut this little bottom piece off. Give to them too. Just give them a little treat. Then I'm gonna get the tomato. I'm gonna cut it in half. Then I'm gonna go several times this way. I'm trying to cut these tomatoes up pretty small. I was gonna try to use some cherry tomatoes, but I didn't feel like I had enough of them. And this is older than the cherry tomatoes, so I'm gonna try to first in, first out. So I slice 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, 4 that way. So then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 on this medium tomato. Now you may have a bigger one, but I just did 4 on this, and this is about the right size tomato for what I'm doing. I'm calling it medium. Some people may call it a small one. I think it's because I had a small one the other day that I know is a small one off this same vine. The tomatoes just ain't doing right this year at my house. The cherry tomatoes are doing fine, but my big boy tomatoes just ain't really. They're not big boys at all, and they're just very few and far between. So I'm gonna rake all this in here. I've never made this. This is something that came up in my head that I thought I would enjoy. So then I'm gonna actually. I had some. Okay, I still got it here. Some self-rising flour. I always like adding a little the cornbread mix is self-rising too. I'm gonna add a 1/3 cup of this to it. So we'll do. See where my pen is. 1/3 cup self flour. Okay, so that's out of the way now. It should be enough of that. So now I'm gonna just let's see. I'm gonna get a little salt and pepper in here. I may just use some seasoning on it. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I see this sitting over here now because I've already got the garlic and onion and stuff. That's got all that in there. I don't need to double dip with that. So I got my salt here. Hopefully my pepper somewhere. I'm gonna just teaspoon. I'm just going to put a teaspoon of salt in here. This is kosher salt. So like I said, be careful if you go into using, I'm going to do a teaspoon of black pepper. Teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, so now I'm going to go into add my milk. You can use buttermilk if you want. It'll take. You want to use a sour cream, and I just didn't want to. Buttermilk's more expensive. Let's put 2 cups of milk in there and see where we're at. Might have been too much. Should do a cup and a half maybe. So I'm gonna add that's what I do when I just eyeball stuff. Sometimes you gotta figure out how to fix it. I'm adding a 1/3 cup of the cornmeal. It's a little thinner than I normally like, but it's got good flavor. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna just not put the sour cream in because I've done sort of messed it up. You can use buttermilk or just regular milk. But I still got to put an egg or 2 in. Come over to my eggs. Let's see. I've got these eggs for sale. Anybody needing eggs? Break into what I was selling, I guess. I'll get some more in the morning. Let's see. 1, 2. So I'm gonna put 2 eggs in there. The eggs help it rise. So I'm gonna put 2 eggs in there. I'm not gonna put the sour cream. It would have been probably better with that, but it's just ain't the way it worked out. I'm gonna mix that around. You're seeing we got a good little mix here. It's a little bit thinner than I normally like it, but it's gonna work it. It's gonna work out. I'm gonna have to cook it a little longer than I normally do. I got the oven on 400 degrees. I've got me some extra virgin olive oil here. Pour some of that around in there. Just gonna get my hand. You want to rub this stuff, just coat this bad boy with oil. You can use butter. I'm trying to be a little bit healthier. I already put butter in this, so I'm not gonna. It's better with just smear butter all around that. So you can do that for an option if you want. Let's see. I'm not going to need all that corn mix. There wasn't a lot left though. There wasn't a lot left, so it's not really, you ain't really waste nothing. So I'm going to throw this thing in. I'm going to let it go. Timer. We're going to set 20 minutes at 400 and we'll see where we're at. Last time I did that though, it needed more time. So we'll see. We'll see when we get back. Alright, so I'm back. I've got my tomato basil cornbread. You see it didn't stick. I pulled it out. This went about 40 minutes or so. I've put on 20, it wasn't ready, so I added another 10, I added another 10, it was about 40 minutes. This thing came out beautiful and brown, golden brown. No stick to the thing. And what I did is I tested. I got this little knife because last time I did it, I didn't let it go long enough. I went around there. I didn't want to air it because I didn't know if it was going to mess up or not. So the last time it did, I didn't air it. Just went around the thing, and then I tested it with this. Usually I just slam it down, but I did a little test, and I seen it was coming, so I went ahead and let it come. That's a better way of testing it than the way I did last time. So I'm gonna cut the cornbread right down the middle. I can feel the cheese in it. It's a little more moist than normal, but it's the cheese that's melted in there. Remember, I put some mozzarella cheese in there. I can feel the mozzarella cheese in there. Then I'm going to just cut me a little slice off, and we're fixing to try it out and see if it's worth it darn or not. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. So I can give y'all the recipe now. I did some on the other side. 3 cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of minced onions, 1 packed tablespoonful of fresh basil, 1 medium tomato diced up, 1 cup of shredded mozzarella, 2 cups of 2 1/3 cups of cornmeal, half stick of butter, 1/3 cup of self-rising flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And that's it, man. This is really a delicious cornbread. It's really nice and moist. Usually cornbread is dry, but the cheese has gave it a whole different texture. So you can see cheese strands coming out. It just gave it a different texture than normal. And you've got the little pieces of you can see the little bitty pieces of I don't know if you can see it. There's a little piece of garlic and tomato and basil. You're seeing all that little flavors just coming together. This is a very good cornbread. Like I said, I just sort of thought, because I have what I had. I usually try to use it what I got. I was like, man, I want some cornbread, but I don't want just any ordinary cornbread. I want something different. So here it is. And if you like what you've seen, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.